Hello everybody, my name is Cloudfeet. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Minecraft. Today, we are gonna kill the Ender Dragon. Alright, so the first step in defeating the Ender Dragon begins with gathering Ender Pearls. You can see here that I've opted for the low-tech solution to gathering mob drops. I simply flattened out an island north of our base, then put a dirt roof and walls around it to block out the light. I covered the roof in water to keep mobs from spawning up here and to keep Endermen from teleporting up here to the top. Then I simply hack and slash my way into the room, hope some Endermen spawn, and then kite them over to me ever so carefully and kill them with my looting 3 sword. Ooh. Ooh. Boom. And then we get some Ender Pearls. We can just do that over and over, 1 at a time, or 3 at a time. I'm gonna die. Okay. 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 Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. No spider. Okay. Okay, I'm alive. I can't believe we survived that. Alright, 3 stacks and some change should be about enough to get us where we're going. Step 2, gather some blaze rods. We'll combine these later to make Eyes of Ender. So I'm headed into this nether fortress to see if I can find a blaze spawner. And almost immediately when I got up here, I noticed that there were not 1, but 2 blaze spawners. Perfect. Lucked out on this one. Alright, so 3 stacks and some change of blaze rods, and we need to get out of here because it's starting to get a little bit dangerous. Good, we made it back safe and sound. I'm just over here in the cave adjacent to our base gathering up some obsidian, which is the last component we need before we set out to find a stronghold. So, what do we need all these things for? Well, most of you are already way ahead of me on this, but for those who are not quite as familiar with the game, the key item for reaching the end is the Eye of Ender. These are crafted by combining blaze powder from the blaze rods we got and Ender Pearls. We're going to use these Eyes of Ender for 3 things. First, to craft an Ender chest so we have more room for the gear we're going to need. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it definitely helps. These are the things I usually take to the end for the fight. I'm bringing extra gear, food, and weapons because I inevitably, every single time, I die in this fight. I also like to make sure that I bring everything that I'm gonna need for raiding the end afterwards, like firework rockets and enchanted books and an anvil for my elytra. Second thing we will use the Eye of Ender for will be to find a stronghold. Once we're ready to set out, we right click while holding the Eye of Ender. It'll fly in the direction of the nearest stronghold. Now sometimes it breaks, sometimes it doesn't, so it's a good idea to bring extra. Once they start to triangulate themselves, it's time to dig down. Once you go down a bit, you're just looking for those telltale signs that you found a stronghold. Brick, mossy stone brick, things like that. Alright, and after a little bit of poking around, we found us the portal room. So, the spawner is always a problem because I know that it is a definite Minecraft faux pas to destroy spawners, but at the same time, this spawner is practically useless. There are no drops that come from silverfish, so oops. We're also going to use this smooth stone to kind of close this area off so we can use it as like a base of operations. And then what we're going to do right here is we are going to actually build a nether portal in this doorway. Now, it doesn't have to be in this doorway, but just for aesthetic purposes, I kind of like it to be here. So the reason we want to build a nether portal here is so that we have easy access to this end portal via the nether, which in turn will give us a quick route from our base. Okay, I'm just going to pause everything that I've been talking about for just a second. Why do Eyes of Ender stack to 64 when Ender Pearls only stack to 16? What kind of sense does that make? I'm mind boggled right now. I had no idea that that happened. I've been playing this game since 2010. What? Okay. So the last thing we need Eyes of Ender for is to complete the Ender portal. Sometimes they generate with Eyes of Ender in them, but since we can't know until we're here, I usually like to bring 12 just in case. Once we place this last one in, we should see it activate. Okay. We ready to go? Not quite. I don't want to bring all of this expensive gear into the end with me to fight the Ender Dragon because 1, it's not necessary, and B, I'm probably gonna die. I am going to put all of it in my ender chest, and I'll use this diamond gear that I can easily replace by trading with my villagers. All right, I've got all my throwaway gear and I'm ready to go. All that's left is to do this thing. Awesome, this is a really good spawn platform since sometimes it can generate away from the island, in which case you have to figure out how to like get across the gap. First thing I'm gonna try and do is to destroy the end crystals on top of these obsidian towers since they'll heal the ender dragon. Oh no, too short. And that's why we reset our spawn. Ooh, water bucket, water bucket. I'm terrible. Stay calm, water bucket. I'm a professional. I guess not. Last few hits. I love this. This never gets old. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We're not just going to stand here and bask in our own glory. No, we got stuff to do. It's time for us to raid the end. So after you kill the ender dragon, an end gateway will generate. I built a little tower on mine so we can more easily get up, and I'll have to bring some soul sand over here to make this elevator a little faster, but for now it's okay. And then we just toss an ender pearl through. I swear, this game puts you right on the edge just to mess with you. So after traveling about 1,000 blocks, we found our first end city. Now, end cities have two things that we're really after. The first is elytra. We're going to be able to find these inside of a ship adjacent to the city. Second thing, shulker shells. We'll use these to make shulker boxes, which will drastically increase our ability to store items in a compact way. Now, I played this game for a very long time without these two things, and I can say from experience that these things are absolute game changers in terms of limiting that Minecraft grindiness. Looking real sharp there, bud. I have an irrational fear that my elytra won't open every single time. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess it's because I go so long without flying and then can barely remember how to do it once I do have elytra. All right. So, confession time. I talked a big game about having everything ready to raid the... Okay. How does that happen? I hate these things. Okay, I put some blocks around the back. Maybe that'll help. So, but what I was saying, confession time, talked a big game about having everything ready to go raid the end, and then I got here, and I didn't have a crafting bench to make shulker boxes. So there's no way that I know of to get wood to make a crafting bench in the end, so I'm going to run back real quick. And when I get back to the end, I want to try and put together 4 stacks of shulker shells, and then just as many elytra as I can get my hands on. Oh, great shot. Hey there. All right, 1 stack down. So I'm in a boat, but I can see a boat. I've never seen that before. 2 stacks. Three stacks. Oh my gosh. I need to learn how to land. I was just flying down to get that shulker shell sitting back there. Okay. So after a quick pause, here's the plan. I think I have everything I need to get back out there. Whenever I raid the end, I just go in one direction to make it easier, so if something like this happens, I know which way to go. Coming out of the end gateway this time, I went straight east, so if I just repeat that, then I should be fine. And because this is a single player world, all of my gear should be there since entities don't despawn in unloaded chunks. Okay, alright. 20,000 blocks later, and I was so nervous I lost everything. I forgot to record. Looks like everything is here though, but I have to be honest with you, I'm done in the end for this episode. We're gonna see if we can just make it back to the base safely. Before I go, you know I had to clear out all these shulkers. I mean, I couldn't just leave them here, but as soon as I got up here, I was hyper aware of how high I was. Looks like dying might have shook my confidence, y'all. I may need a pep talk, a pat on the back, maybe, I don't know, like, subscribe, and a nice reassuring comment down below? Maybe? Ooh, got him. I love the way end gateways light up like that and just kind of call you to leave this terrible, terrible place. Oh my gosh, look at this little murder hole. Look at him fall in it. I'm glad I saw this. Okay, throwing ender pearls in the end is always a risky move, but here we go. Productive. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Good gracious. Okay, alright. Good gracious, let's get home, okay? We gotta go to the end portal, then the nether portal, and then we'll find our way back. Alright everybody, made it home safe and sound. I really miss the sound of all these slimes splattering in the background, so let me show you what we made away with. So, first we had 2 double chests of shulker boxes, one here and one here. We also made away with about 10 elytra, so there's 9 there, and I'm wearing one, and 62 diamonds, 17 emeralds, so that's pretty good. Alright, then we got 2 shulker boxes here full of iron gear and just general iron things that I'm going to go ahead and smelt down. And then some iron and some gold. I'm going to keep that horse armor though. I didn't take away any of the diamond armor just because I already have the ability to get all the enchanted books and the gear from villagers. And we also got these 12 shulker boxes, so the 2 double chests plus these 12, so that's pretty good. We made a pretty good run. Now we just got to do some super organization. I'm really excited about that, so let me get that done and then I'll show you. Alright, so we got everything just about set up here. I want to go through and just show you some of the things I keep in my ender chest just like as a standard that I carry around with me all the time. So first I have a backpack box. This has got everything I'm going to need to like survive or just things I'll need often, like crafting tables, a way to make nether portals, a bed, a boat, an anvil, things like that, torches. Next, I have an ender pearl box because ender pearls are always useful. Then a dye box so that when I do put new shulker boxes inside my ender chest, I can dye them and name them on my anvil and then just further keep stuff organized. I have an arrow box. I have a rocket box, which we need to get farming the stuff to make some more rockets. And then a food box. And you saw some of that as I was in that little spot before. The other thing I always keep is a redstone box. Now I've got to get this more full, but that's going to take iron. That's going to take some more redstone. Maybe we'll put together a witch farm, an iron farm. We have so much more things to do. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all those things, and help us out, help us grow the channel. If you got feedback, please give it to me. I would really appreciate it. Either way, my name is Clownfeet. I'll see you guys next episode. Y'all have fun.